Yes, President George Manawia is in Tottenham Borough, Bomi County. He has spoken to two other areas, but I'm told the momentum is getting high and high. At some point in the show, we'll go to bring the president's statement here. If all goes well and is well coordinated. This is a bumper show. My name is Jala Griffield. Cyrus Zewe is here with me as well. The man who monitors me on Facebook, on LNTV Library Live, is also following the show this afternoon. He cannot afford to go away because the best is here to come. On the flip side, 5 o'clock. CDC District 5, District 3 representative candidate. They call him Big Sam will be my guest along with a few other people to tell us about the district, how he intends to deliver the district, how he intends to conquer the district for Jimmy Smith. Now he has been placed on the ballot. And he has gotten the blessing of the President, His Excellency Ambassador George Weah. What are his plans for District number 2, rather? What are his plans for the people? But on the first segment of the show, we talk Bon County politics with a prolific librarian writer. He writes for the FrontPageAfrica newspaper. Samuel Lomax is my guest here. We will be talking. If all goes so when the president comes on, we can chip in just for that time. It is on ELBC radio relay on so many radio stations across Liberia. You cannot afford to go away. I'm the nation's heavenly J. My name is Jala Griffield. Better say, come here, Kiang Balakbu. Or you come in, Yale want to cow. Or he says, Nganakbo. Or you come in, Jabapunu. Or he said, Davatema. Nothing can pass by him. That's my name. So the name is Jala Emmanuel Niki Kalafagala Kiang Balakbu, Yale want to cow. Zobo Manganakbo Quila. Jabapunu Davatema Griffield. Let me go to PCK. The telling of the Gaza could call. What is happening in the former ruling United Party? Jeremiah could say, old man Joseph Walker is old and his brain is going down. He said the old man cannot be president of Liberia again. He said he will not be president in this country. Okay, he's old, his brain is going down. And so why did he accept to go as a running mate to the old man Joseph Walker? What a contradiction. He spoke to the OK FM conversation. Not many people had that information, but until they came out in the public glare, he's wearing a mask and coming down and condemning old man Joseph Wakai and saying that he cannot be president of the country because he's old and his brain is getting down. How does he see it this time around? Why did he accept the invitation to go as running mate to Joseph Wakai? I love my country, I love my people, I love Liberia. Father, save our country. Save us from this pandemic. Welcome to the show. It's on ELBC Radio 99.9 and other frequencies. My name is Jala Griffield. You know, I'm getting information coming from high-placed sources in the Liberian society about a plan by Unity Party to bring some money to the country for campaign. But what happened was that they were bringing illegal money. When I say illegal money, $250,000 from credible sources coming from Sierra Leone to Liberia to finance Joseph Newman Boakai's campaign, and that money was a drug money. It was confiscated. And so, when you see them delaying, they say, oh, we'll launch campaign today. Now, Joseph Boakai is 9, there's 11, there's 10. That's the money they were depending on to come and launch a campaign in the country. That money was seized according to high place sources. So to tell you that these United Party people, they are broke, they get money. Then when the old man said to us in this country, when the old man, Uncle Joseph Boakai, said to us that he is living on loan, he didn't lie because they didn't get money to run campaign. The Jeremiah couldn't depend on to give them money. The man saying that Joseph Boakai, oh, he bring going down. That the man saying that what I'm saying there. And if all goes, I will play that video right here. You hear the voice of Jeremiah Kun making that assertion that Joseph Boakai is all his brain going down. That he all his brain going down. So after all the things they did, they have gone and they're seeking finances from outside of Liberia. But I guess there's a law that talk about campaign finances that comes from outside, from where it comes from and who gives it. I think the Elections Commission has a law on that prohibits that. When it comes to foreign sources, I'll do my research and I'll come out tomorrow to talk about it. But that money, $250,000 US, seized after it was being brought to the country on illegal arrangement, which is a drug money, confiscated. That's what my source is saying to me. They will not alarm about it because it is an illegal money. But if illegitimate money comes to the country, they will be all around saying, like Daniel Cassell said, I'll bring my helicopter. And they say, I can bring my helicopter. They granted the helicopter in Ivory Coast, I can bring it. You hear the loudest noise. But that didn't happen some days back. They have not said anything. But again, Jeremiah Kun say that recording is here. Nobody said to him nobody told him to talk it. And at the time he was with the on the other side, when George was supporting to be senator, he appeared in OKFM studio and said, Joseph Boakai, oh, he can be president. And he said, my father were in Pampers. My father were in Pampers. And so he has getting old, and so he getting very Pampers. So it means that when you're getting older, your brain is diminishing. What Jeremiah Kun was saying about the vice president, former vice president, which are in a demeaning way in the first place. I have said why he's against the former vice president. But that's a man whose invitation he accepted to be a running mate to him. You see the irony? That's why there is no permanent friends in politics. Let me welcome Selma Lomax here. Selma, welcome. How are you?
Thank you very much, Jara. It's indeed a great pleasure to be on the show this afternoon.
How is Bon County?
Bon is fine. I left Bon County Farm this morning before taking the journey to come to Monrovia.
Okay. You see right from FrontPageAfrica, I guess.
Yes, I do.
I've been seeing you writing some analysis in the newspaper about the Bon politics, as to who becomes senator and who is a favorite of the people in Bon County in terms of president, going to District 5 where Thatcher comes from, and 21 contestants and who is best suited for the job, Marvin Cole, and I heard you also writing about people putting down campaign materials that belong to other candidates in the area. You made mention of Johnny May, and I saw one again in Bon County while driving from Serengeti and coming towards Banga Brossery side. A Marvin Cole picture is being brought down, is thrown apart, So what is happening? Tell us how the Bon politics, what is going on in Bon County right now? What could you say? Let me start with you on that note.
Well, I think
the analysis on it.
I think the election campaign has started all over the country. Mm-hmm. Bon is no exception. The ruling Coalition for Democratic Change is yet to kick off its campaign in Bon County, but I think in terms of billboards, in terms of visibility, they are in most of the towns and villages. Like my survey has shown the opposition Unity Party too as well as the Alternative National Congress and Tiawan Gonglo's LPP. Those are the three of the four parties when it comes to visibility are being seen in Bon County in terms of campaign billboards. And
you said Unity Party,
the Coalition for Democratic Change, and the CPP,
okay,
LPP of Tiawan Congo, as well as the Unity Party.
So full party paraphernalia are visible in the county.
Yeah.
Wow. So is it what is it that you? Because people have been underestimating Tawan Gonglo's party. Is it because it's when it comes from Bon County that why you see all of these billboards around they printed in the county?
It is obvious because that Emmanuel Yakpawolo, who is from Sota district, is the vice standard bearer for LPP. It is obvious that his presence in terms of visibility will be shown or will be known in Bon County because he was contesting electoral district for Bon County, but he declined and opted to go as vice standard bearer to Councillor Tawan Gonglo. So he's visible in most of the districts in Bon.
Let's start with the presidency first. If we were to talk about the Liberian presidency or the candidacy of political parties, standard bearers, recent time, Madam Joy Howard Taylor has been frequenting around the county, talking to the people, what is meeting with the people, as part of engagement with the people since she essentially left from the rural part, the southeastern part of Liberia. Now, the two candidates who are, let me say the three candidates, because people look at the big three. Right now is Joseph Boakai, is George Weah, and that of Senator Cummins. Tell us about their campaign strategies in the country. Tell us who is actually on the front burner. What did you hear from the people? Analysis.
In terms of the odds, I want to be frank with you, Jala. For Bong, I will give the odds to the CDC because there are so many factors at play. One has to do with the presence of Vice President Joy Howard Taylor on the ticket of the CDC. Prior to that, 2017, the CDC had never won Bon County before. But the presence of Joy Howard Taylor on that ticket, the CDC won both first and second rounds of the election.
2017.
Yes, and that is a feat that I think we should give credit to the vice president because the CDC had never won Bon County in any presidential election before. So the CDC won both the first and second rounds of the election, and that credit should go to Joy Howard Taylor.
But do you think the CDC can maintain that?
And now, what I do sense, the people of Bon are. Many of those whom I have spoken to are not prepared to forgo the vice presidency or anything else because they have lost out on the deputy speaker post.
I listened to when you spoke to the Super Judge show the other time that we had a golden opportunity, but the man who was in the seat thought that it was not important to have a vice, to have a deputy speaker for the country, but he opted to go for senator.
So, the politics now is not about which party someone goes on or not. It's about retaining your own status in government, and that's where the CDC will edge out because they see the vice presidency to be very closer to the presidency, and they have in their own Joy Howard Taylor from Bronx, and they feel that if the CDC does win re-election, she has the closest chance of becoming a president. So many of those
closest chance of becoming president after Georgia.
Yes, that's why.
But do you think she harbors the ambition to be a president after George Weah?
Well, when I quizzed her recently, she did her focus. Like I said, her focus was on the president's re-election because I quizzed her for her to answer the questions regarding her remote presidential bid. But she said she was more focused on President Weah's re-election. And Jala, in terms of Bon politics, you cannot underestimate the vice president. You have to give it out to her because she has won 2 successive senatorial elections. Yeah, 2 successive senatorial elections. And she has always been seen as the quote-unquote face of the county of politics. So at its stance now in Bon politics, though it's a 3-horse race. The CDC has the advantage based on incumbency factor. Incumbency and nativity factor, they see the vice president to be one of their own, and so they are rooting for her. Like I told you, the Unity Party is second in the pecking order, and ANC, the presence of Senator Henry, the former Bon County Senator Henry Yala, being selected to steer Cummins' campaign in Bond County.
Oh, so he is not a face of the campaign there
for the CPP.
For the CPP.
For the CPP. So I think it gives.
When did he depart from the CDC? Because he was last seen as a CDC candidate in the last election.
Yeah, I think these agreements, he had been dissatisfied according to him. So he felt that it was necessary to part company with the CDC. So he is the face of the CPP's campaign in Bond County. So that alone in itself, to take a character like Henry Yala to make him a campaign head in Bond County for the CPP, I think is a boost in some sense, because Yala has had his own fair share of the population.
But Yala had been there for 9 years, and the people thought he didn't do well for them, and they voted him out. So how can he be an impact to Cummins' election in the county, and he did not live? Because if the people voted out, it means that he didn't live well with them. That's why they gave you a technical knockout. So how can you come back at this time to be a campaign chairman for somebody who is opting for the presidency? Do you think the people will listen to him?
I think he still has some political relevance in Bond. I think he has some political relevance, because the program he has had of recently in Bond County, he has gathered a huge crowd for the CPP, and I think that states that he has some political relevance in Bond Jala. Yeah,
we'll come back a little, but have there been any, maybe how do I call it, opinion polls being conducted by local radio stations in the county, and what are the names coming up for the presidency? Who has been topping those opinion polls? Whether it's added today, tomorrow, whether the number goes up and come down, or there's back and forth stuff.
Opinion polls have put the CDC ahead, and that can be attributed to Howard Taylor's presence on the ticket of the CDC. Like I told you, when Jeremiah Kuhn made a statement in Kanta, Nima County a few weeks ago, where Senator Johnson, he said, well, Jeremiah Kuhn's presence on the ticket of the United Party is an added advantage. That's the closest, quote unquote, the closest advantage Nima has to becoming president, or to selecting a president. That alone in itself may have angered the Bond County people. So I think most of the opinion polls have given a nod to the CDC. Like I told you, that could be attributed to the presence of the Vice President Joe Howard Taylor on the ticket.
Now, when you spoke to people in Bond County before, they talk about lack of reconciliation, that the Bond County, the Vice President has not fostered reconciliation to the 40s in the county, and there are people dissatisfied about Marvin Cole. Others say Marvin Cole is doing well, he might be the next representative again, and others say no, he's not best suited because he's a divisive character as YC. What has the Vice President done to reunite the people of the county?
I think I've spoken to a few elites of the CDC in Bond County, the likes of Augustus Flomo, James Dobosau, and a host of them. The issue that prompted the CDC to have lost 3 successive by-elections in Bond County were attributed to misunderstanding within their own ranks. Most especially, most of the blames being shifted on Representative Marvin Cole, people attributing the failure or the losses of the CDC in Bond County to his own style of politics, recommending the dismissal of people from government and what have you, bragging about his proximity with the then Minister of State for Presidential Affairs, Nathaniel McGill. So all those things took a toll on the entire CDC. But since McGill was sanctioned, the Honorable has not really had that kind of relevance he had to recommend the dismissal of people who may have fallen out of favor with him, like he did in the past, where he. So
before then, he named people who fell from grace with him. He named them to be dismissed.
Yes.
He masterminded that.
His own record, Dr. Morgana Flomo Jr., the former Minister of Agriculture. I interviewed Honorable personally. He bragged about influencing the dismissal of Dr. Flomo because, according to him, he did not have the requisite credential at the time. So he influenced his dismissal through the then Minister of State. I interviewed him on FrontPageAfrica. So that is one of the scenarios where he has gone out of favor with most people. He bragged about his proximity with the presidency at the time, and he took a tour on his.
Do you think he still has that possibility to the presidency, given the fact that he also talked about his closeness to the vice president, and there was a vice president who brought into politics? Does he still have that close proximity and that camaraderie with the vice president?
I've not seen him for a long time in public. I've not seen him lately where or before, since he discussed the vice president in public.
He'll discuss the vice president
at a campaign through 2020 when the vice president did not support Henry Yala Marvin Cole's choice at the time, and when President Weah had gone to the David Queen Sports Stadium to launch Yala's campaign, and he may have said something that angered the vice president. So that broke ranks, it caused division, but of late it was settled, or Jala. But it's one of the things too that could embarrass the CDC if these internal wranglings are now settled. I heard recently Onwoko was appointed as campaign chair, but it was rebuffed and rejected by the entire leadership within the CDC. So it speaks to the fact that how he has gone unpopular within his own ranks.
Well, what about his relationship with CBWay? I know CBWay is one of the
CBWay declined to contest. In my mind, based on internal pressure out from the hierarchies from within the CDC nationally. But what I do know, CBWay does not support his re-election bid.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, let me know. So, Morgana Flomo, former agriculture minister, even though dismissed at the time, has drawn ranks with the winning coalition. Am I correct?
Yes, he.
How do you see us coming back?
I think it's a boost for the CDC, and not many people expected it as well, because not many people expected Ojala. People felt he would have gone against the CDC because of the way he was dismissed. But I think that credit goes to Augustus Flomo, because that's his junior brother.
Okay.
And Augusta is spearheading the campaign of the CDC now in Bon County. It would have been an embarrassment for Augusta had Morgana gone against his wishes to be campaigning against the president. So I think that whole deal was negotiated by Augustus.
And let me say thanks to the Bomb for We Are 2023 headed by Augustus Flomo, my man Sam Collins, and other guys out there. But again, I think the coming back of the former agriculture minister, as you stated, has added value to the bomb politics in the field of the CDC. Let's go to the senatorial race. They have, how many candidates we have? 10 candidates. Yeah. There are 2 forerunners. If I check, it's Johnny Kwehe. Then there's the former, the representative right now, Mr. Kafia, Edward Kafia. Let's hear your analysis on the 2, or the 3, if you could.
The Senate race is a 2-horse race.
Okay.
And I haven't seen any election, because I have covered bomb politics 15 years now since I started working.
You are ruling in that area.
I have predicted most of the election results. Like the last election, I predicted with James Cole. When people saw him to be a quote-unquote nobody, he rose and defied all of the odds. That was in 2021. And I'm going to predict another election, what would be
for the Senate. What's that prediction?
I have not seen any election that has the clearest opportunity like the one I've seen so far here in Bon. If you were to ask me, Jara, 20 months ago, how was the Senate election in Bon, I would have given a nod to Edward Kafia. But then he was the only one touring the nooks and crannies of Bon County. Mm-hmm. But the introduction of a very young person, Johnny Kwehe, has taken Kafia out of balance. And
really?
He has taken Kafia out of balance. As we speak, he's installing Bon County's first traffic light that will be placed at the
major intersections,
Fires Junction, Lofa Parking, and what have you. He has constructed bridges in Bon County. One of such is in Mawa, Fuamante Street. He has, in terms of tuition aid and what have you, he has contributed to students from Cottington and other.
I was at one of the graduation ceremony where 800 women.
But the thing is,
and on the sponsorship.
The thing is, let me just come in. The difference between Senator Moye's ambition in 2020 and Honorable Kafia's ambition now, Jara. 2020, Representative Moye at the time, his district 2 was selling him.
Okay.
2021, 3 is the opposite of Edward Kafia.
His district is not selling him.
Not selling him.
What do you mean?
District 5, where he had served for 12 years, who, in my mind, who have been the campaigner for him to be selling him to other districts because they felt he would have performed well. But as we speak, Kafia is going to the election with over 10 unfinished projects.
10 unfinished projects.
10 unfinished projects.
And he started them already and did not end them, or he didn't start them at all.
10 unfinished projects. These are projects that he began in either his second term, early in his second term, or he may have started them early in his first term. Now, the issue about giving him 21 years has dogged his entire ambition. Like I said, when Moy was running as senator at the time, you had District 2 people selling him. The disappointing part of it is Swakoko, the 2 elections he has won as representative of Swakoko or district, he has never gotten the nod from Swakoko or district. And this is where Johnny Pay comes from. Johnny Pay hails from Swakoko. One year he has been in Swakoko. One of his parents from Swakoko. He has built a cell in Swakoko that, in my mind, his election will start from Swakoko district, unlike Edward Kafia. And one of the things that has gone against him is his decision to plan orange or ceiling that has backfired.
How? Because he has
most of the nurseries have fallen flat.
He was on the Azarel show the other time, about 2-3 weeks ago. He boasted of the oranges he's bringing to the country, that if you planted those oranges, it takes you 4 to 5 years to get a very big orange orchard, and he live on it as
the question that is dogging him, why did he not plant those oranges during the 12 years he has spent as representative?
Then go to the people that is doing well.
That's the question that he has not answered yet. So when you have the electors having a perception against you, the people are saying, if you show this is meaningful, you would have had a farm, an orange farm in Bong that would have manifested that, yes, but or nothing of the sort. He does not have an orange farm. He has no semblance of anything bearing the nursery that he started on or parallel have all failed. So what we are saying is, if you were to ask me if Johnny Pay had not entered the race, Kafia would have won the likes of Rennie Jackson. He would have won the likes of Dr. Henrik Tokpa. He would have won, but now the introduction of Johnny Pay in the Senate race has gone so bad for Kafia.
Apparently, Kafia did not see this coming.
He did not see it. Not many people in the county saw it. Though Johnny was just a normal go to the county, help people. I really don't think that he saw himself to become a politician. But now, in my mind, he was pressured by the people, and now because of some of the things he has done in the district, and that people feel that they should honor him. So it has gone so bad for Edward Kafia. And let me make this prediction, Jala. The margin between Johnny and Kafia.
If
elections were held today in Bong, it would be more than, because Moyo won Yala with 15,000 vote difference. This election will be more than 15,000 vote difference. It is just a matter of time for Edward Kafia to be a formula maker as far as opinion polls in Bong County.
Now, if you think if he will stay in the seat as representative to contest, he will
not have won.
Tell me something.
He will not be. The thing is, Kafia's problem. The thing is, he has District 5 where he has served, he have Swak Koko that has never voted him. He doesn't look like people like Moy that has always won an overwhelming election, 50%. Moy first started 2011, he won by 50%. Kafia contested 2011, he won by less than 10%. He contested 2017 for re-election. He found his win even ended in court. Sellers or Siako took him to court. Moy won 2017 with 50% difference. So he has never been a popular representative.
Even though he's been over 12 years.
12 years. He has always won less than 15% of the votes. Election, it's about math now. You have the statistics. He had not won more than 20% of the vote.
But what I'm
And
getting,
most of the votes have not come from Swakoko district.
okay.
The people of Swakoko are complaining about a lot of unfinished projects that he has not been able to complete.
And have you visited those places to check the thing as to whether they not do those projects?
Jara, there's a youth center right in Swakoko there. Around Swakoko, you are a journalist. They take a tour in Bon. Just visit those areas. A youth center in Batala, behind the Dewey or Federal School, and I can go on to name them. So you have all of those things dogging you, and you have the people's mentality about not giving people 21 years. You are going against someone who is popular based on what he has done for his people. All of these things.
Now, but one I'm getting from the field is that you hear the critics of Johnny Behe that he runs his campaign, he's in vehicles passing around, going to areas, he's not reaching out to the people. Now, when you talk to a man, one of the candidates in the former area, Mr. Henry Famula tells you that.
But what you expect?
He tells you that. I'm coming. He tells you that Mr. Kavia is reaching out to the people. He's going as far deep in the villages and talking to the people.
If you were to ask,
who just came in to pass on, that's what he's saying.
If you were to ask Madam Briggs Menza, who supports Johnny Kwe, she will tell you that Johnny Kwe is visible because Briggs supports Johnny. Okay. Fully of family supports Kafia.
Oh, there's okay, I see.
So this is what you don't know. He supports Kafia. He won't have any other senatorial candidate besides Elo Kafia. In fact, Kafia's support for him has even put him at odds with his chairman of the PUP in Bong, William Sumowa. Because Kafia does not support Sumowa from his own party, but he supports someone who is not from the PUP. So, the family enjoys all the confidence of Elo Kafia, all the money. So he has all rights to have Kafia. So, in terms of visibility, but how can someone not be visible, but continues to make impact with opinion polls, countless stamps, and what have you? I said, Jara, put me on record. If elections were held today, October 11, 12 a.m., when results start to trickle in, it will be too bad for everyone.
And as a matter of fact, I was in Banga last week, and I saw these Muslim women who went to Mecca, giving some flowers to Johnny. And Imam Sakor was that talking about what Johnny has done for them, and I spoke to Omen Ansu Sese.
Okay, that's the name I want to call. Yeah, let me just come in. Election in Bong is about networks. There will be no election that Ansu will endorse somebody that is not Moi's interest.
Who is not Moi's interest?
Yes.
Prince Moi's interest.
Yes.
So meaning that Prince Moi is also supporting Johnny.
Though Moi has not voiced it out yet.
But the actions speak.
Even though he has not voiced it out. But when you see people around Moi, those who have championed his election, his election in the past, the likes of Ansu Sese, the likes of Moeman Briggs Menza, the likes of Konda Sito, they're making win election without these people, and you see them supporting Johnny.
Okay, so that's I see.
So you see, and election in Bong is about alignment, and these people have their own account.
Let me bring this, and then I'll come. I want us to do the other district representatives.
Okay.
I want to go to them and tell us if elections were held, because we can't discuss them one by one because we don't have the time.
Okay.
But you tell me what are the analysis are, what are the things of the people are in the district. How many districts are we talking about?
We are talking about 7
districts.
Yeah.
So I'm just getting this. There's a breaking news coming up. My young brother, one of my boys who I have impact on, who judgment I trust very well, Nyanti General Simon Topa is reporting that latest is that 49,383 person who sat the WISE exam, 46,448 passed the exam in a senior high division.
Wow.
It means that Liberia is doing well. And since person we have took over and started paying the WISE fees of these children, they are doing exceptionally well, because in the past they were worrying When you pay your wife's fees and be looking for fees to pay at the same studying, but then the president has lessened that burden on them. So right now, for the 9,383 students who sat the WISE test, for the 6,400 for the 8 passed, it means that less than 2,000 some more fail. Yeah. So let's go to the district 1, and let's
get a few of the districts.
Please.
District 3 is where the entire battle is. Like I told you about Elame and Re-Elame.
District 3 is Kafia district.
Marvin Coast
district.
Yeah. Cole is facing one of his biggest political fights in his life.
You think he'll survive it?
It's 50 or 50. Based on how he plays his game with, because he wants to endorse Kafia. Most of those, because Coast or district has 41,000 plus of registered voters according to NEC.
And how many persons contest in the district?
13.
13.
So, but his closest contender there is Orlando Zaulo, who he won 513 votes or difference.
So you won Orlando Zaulo in the last election
513 votes. So the analysis is, who wants to support Kafia? But bulk of the people in his district want Johnny Pay as senator.
So because it's difficult for him to endorse.
But he wants to play the brave game to disperse Johnny and support Kafia. And if he does that, that is where the probability of him not being retained will be high, because just imagine his cheerleading. There were exodus of people who left his camp. Jabba Gumi, this is a woman who played a major part in his election as representative. In fact, he was there or living with the woman house was his campaign office. 2017, he broke ranks with the woman because the woman endorsed Johnny Pay's senatorial ambition. You have John Oflomo, another influential person. You have Luka Pangbai, another influential person, and you have Ferguson. These are people that have left from Coast camp to endorse this senatorial ambition of Johnny Pay. So Coast election just hangs by a thread based on who he supports for the Senate. If he does support Kafia, then it means that he will have one of the biggest threats, and I feel eventually he might.
So if he goes to Kafia, then Johnny will Arsenal go against him to be the of Orlando Zaulo.
Besides that, let me tell you this: most of the influential people or stakeholders in District 3 don't support him. You made a mention of Ansu Osisi. You saw Ansu at the program there, the endorsement program last week in Banga. You won't see Koda because Ansu is one influential member of the Muslim community who has played a major part in politics. So if you see Ansu, but you saw Orlando Zaulo there, right?
Yeah.
So that is the click. That is the plot they are building against school. And if you have this, Moe does not support him. Moe truck people in Coast District. Johnny has a lot of influence in District 3. So going to these elections and you announce support for Elo Kafia, it means that you have compounded your own roles and make things difficult for you. So I think the race is 50-50, but for now,
let's go to the next district. I think that 6 more because we don't have time.
Let me just do what district says. It's William Thompson versus Moyman Briggs Menza.
Okay. But the former assistant minister of the ministry.
Yeah, it's William Thompson versus Moyman Briggs Menza. It's unpredictable because Thompson comes from the Zensu Bell. He, in that portion of the district, has over 7,000 votes. So if he does have the numbers there compared to what Moyman will have in other parts of the district, but I think it's William Thompson versus Moyman Briggs.
So you can tell us who will come up O'Reilly as a winner.
No. But it's about, even though the vice president does not support William Thompson.
Yeah, she said that she
supports
women already.
But yeah, so it's another thing to whether Moyman Briggs will reciprocate that support to her remains a challenge.
Okay. District what again?
District 1 or District 7. Fully Fambule, I think is Papa Kule
Temi.
I will give Fully Fambule the edge, even though his popularity in the former M cannot translate into his his support for Kafia, but I think I will give him the edge.
He doesn't have that popular support in the Sunday belt.
Yeah,
my shoe, my other areas. He doesn't have that with there. Papa Kule commends that, and aside, but on the other hand, Sunday you have the Jala also.
The thing is, the people from Sunday are more than the people from Former, and Former has the number, but it's going to be Temi and Papa Kule from the Sunday end. So District 4, the incumbent is Baba Wumwe, and that district does not really let their representative. That's the record that they have.
They didn't really let.
They have history.
Only get you want
to move.
And so who is poised to win there?
I would take Jonah and Kwane. But I will also from the Panther end is 3 administrative district is there or Mekode Klein or Panther and Zota. But it's going to be Jonah and Kwane for Panther and Tatosibe and whatever. But I don't think the incumbent has a chance of going back. I don't think, even though I don't think he has a chance of going back.
Which district the man came and said to the people say he want to build a road, they should collect money. And I no interest in becoming lawmaker. By the end of the day, he jumped by the people say I want to be lawmaker, and the people will go against him.
You probably born a politician for 3 years. That's this before he is Kwane, and I think is having a dent on his.
I was sitting to around the
people like he was a humanitarian. He helped them raise money. He added, he told them this is world of politics and what have you. And but in the long run, when he saw people were coming up, in fact, he prevented all those candidates from even contributing. So lately, when he managed to have completed the role, and he said, "Well, the people say I should contest." So
he did the road.
Yeah,
okay. That's a good one. He didn't consume the money though.
Yeah, but the thing is,
the premise is
about trust now.
Yeah. So is there any district in the last district? Anyone?
No.
Okay. So let's open the full lines. Selma Lomax is my guest. Selma, you want to say something before we go to the lines?
Okay, who replaces Kafia? From the 3 of them.
Kafia,
From the 3 of them.
And Steve Kennedy is there.
Steve is there. Eugene Connie is there. Robert Taylor is there. But I think it's about who's supposed to. Tobasawa is also there. But in my mind, Jara, anyone who accumulates 3,000 votes, anyone who accumulates 3,000 votes from District 5 will become the winner, because there are 23 or Jara. The multiplicity of candidates, anyone who accumulates 3,000 votes, you are the next representative of District 5.
Selma Lomax is a Liberian journalist. He writes for FrontPageAfrica, providing some political analysis about happiness in Bon County, who is who in a house of fame and who is who in a house of politics. Bobby Addison has been trying to get to me. Bobby Addison is Okram with the body politics of Bon. He lived there. He worked there. Bobby, let's say, Bobby, we have 1 minute, sir.
Thank you. He spent 18 years in Bon County and born all his children in Bon County, Kokoya Road.
Go ahead, man.
Radio Selavi, that those that he talked about, they all use that radio station.
Okay.
I would love to hear from Lomax. What is the relationship between the Kwehi and the media in Bon County? Because bulk of the guys that talk to them, and they don't say any good thing about him. I would love to know the working relationship with he and journalists in the county. Thank you.
All right, Bobby. Thank you so very much. This number. Hello, welcome. Good afternoon, sir. Welcome. Where do you come from?
Good afternoon, Mr. Jalal Griffey, and good afternoon to one of Labrador final journalist, Selma Lomax. This is Tunga Tuma, and I'm joining from Banga this afternoon.
Okay, Mr. Tukba, let's hear you.
Bye. Thanks for the opportunity. We just want to make this clear. On our journey, we have contributed immensely towards the growth and development of this county. And it's going to win with a very huge number. We are now to making sure that it will have a whole on our journey who will work for young people, who will work for the older people, who have provided help, who have provided opportunities for young people. We saw it be that.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Let me take the next caller. Hello, welcome. You live.
Yeah, welcome.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, my name is Pastor calling from Joe community.
Man, what you gonna do about politics? But go ahead.
Yeah, that's what I want to say. You know, election. Oh, the number I'm going to spend. We saw 2005. Because the financial man was had to 2005 election. And we saw what happened. 2017, we saw in the Nakumi had a higher increase of jeep in the car for campaign. And we saw what happened. So you should not estimate by that because
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, Mario Passawe. Let me take the next caller here. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, Mr. Griffey, how you doing?
I'm okay, sir. Go ahead. Let's say, what's your name?
Yeah, my name is Matthew Oble Jr. I call for Bon County.
Matthew Oble Jr. Go ahead. Let's say, Mr. Oble. Oble, are you there?
Yeah, Mr. Griffey, I'm getting you.
Go ahead. Okay.
I want to say many thanks to Selma Lomax, one of Bon County political analysts of our time. He has said it all, and the people of Bon County that are residing in Moserado County, I just want to speak to their conscience that they should encourage their brothers and sisters to join in the struggle to elect Honorable Johnny Potokwe as the next senator of Bon County for the betterment of Bon County development. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so very kindly. Let me take the next caller from hello, welcome.
Thank you so very kindly for having me. Jara, my name is Otelo Frank, and I phone you from Banga.
Okay, how is Banga this afternoon, Otelo?
Well, Banga is doing very well. The wonderful sunshine, and I'd like to be part of your conversation. Let me say a very big thank you for one of Bon County best, if you will, Liberia best journalist, Selma Lomax. We don't doubt most of your analysis always come to pass. So I think Samuel has said it all. And Jala, if election was held today, Johnny Pay will be the next senator for Bon County. Take it or you leave it.
Okay, thank you, sir. Another caller wants to talk. Hello, welcome. The next caller here, welcome. Let's hear you.
Yes, let me say good evening to you, Jala. I'm pleased to do join you from Gidikola district in Bon County.
Let's say my friend Gidikola.
So let me say thank you so much for the show, but I have a dissenting opinion.
Please state it.
Yeah, so quickly, Obokata, Obokata development across Bon County is something that nobody can underestimate. Obokata has worked in Bon County, so we are prepared to have him elected as the next senator of Bon County. But my question to the student again, he said that Obokata has 10 continuing projects that will serve as an impediment for election as senator. So I want him to kind of name in those 10 different projects and which community they are located, and why Jonipo always continues to escape on the radio show and debate in Bon County. Thank you so much.
All right. Okay. Let's call it here. Hello, welcome. Hello, welcome.
Yeah, Gerard, good evening. This is I'm Sean Bapu, chairman for We Are One Run Victory calling from Moserado District for this evening.
Okay, Bapu.
Gerard, let me say thank you to your studio guest, but I have a question for him. Because these days, our people, because our candidate feel they see the issue of Jenipe and that of Representative Cassia, but I want to know what are those tangible of Jenipe and what's the campaign message or the platform for the people of Bon County. Thank you.
Okay. I will take a few more calls and call you a day, and then go to Lomax to answer some of the questions. Hello, welcome. You are on the line.
Good to ELBC. How you doing, brother?
I'm okay, brother. Welcome. What's your name?
Thank you. This is Austin where I speak to you from the District 18.
Austin, go ahead.
I built my political home in Nigeria where I've seen a leader who the people have been yelling for at the rise, Honorable Marshall Dennis, Nigeria County, and alongside with me is another brilliant.
We'll talk about Bumpoli, go to Nigeria. We'll talk about Nigeria, we'll go to Nigeria. We're talking specific county. We'll come to Nigeria, we'll go to Nigeria. We're coming to Bumpoli, we'll talk about Nigeria. Hello, welcome.
Good afternoon, Jala, and good afternoon to the people of Liberia.
Good afternoon.
Nelson Batapi, and I phone in from Swankoko this afternoon.
Okay.
And let me say good afternoon to people of Lomax. I'm listening to your analysis, but in all fairness, Lomax's analysis about Honorable Edward Kafia, who comes from the district for which I reside, is far below the line. Honorable Kafia has contributed to several developmental initiatives and projects across the district in terms of road building and all this kind of thing. I listen to him when he says the district is not selling Representative Kafia. That's not true. This district is selling Representative Kafia based upon the number of work he's done. It is just evident by his re-election. Look, Jala, it is unthinkable that somebody will say the man got re-elected, but he has filled the district. This is very sad.
Okay.
And we know what Rev Carter has done.
Thank you.
He has worked across this country, and we're going to re-elect him as
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Hello, welcome. The last caller. I'll go to Lomax now. Hello, you're the last caller. Go ahead.
Yeah, hello, brother Griffey, Marcus Watt.
Mm.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm calling from Johnsonville right now.
Okay.
This country, we are looking for development when it comes to electric output for the observation of carry on in Bon County and what have you, in even Liberia as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
We are a country, we should always elect people who that country has had. And we should not be there to elect people who don't have.
Yes, so what are you driving at now? Driving at rather because we don't have time.
I'm driving at something like Mr. Puhe. If one can have to elect Mr. Puhe as the next senator to come, one can be the best in this country right now because the men are very young men that are development out there when it comes to development aspect. Right now, he's now a senator. See all what he's doing in the country right now.
All right, thank you, sir.
Right now, they really need Mr. Puhe to be the senator.
Okay, thank you. Let me take the final caller. There should be a female. Let me take her. Hello, welcome.
Yes, good afternoon, Jala. This is Grace Ure.
Grace, you calling from Bon County?
I'm calling from 72nd Boulevard right now.
Okay, Grace.
Yes, I want to say thank you to our studio guest, which is Selma Lomax. I want to take this time to really appreciate him because he's one of the best journalists in Bon County that I always admire when it comes to making input when it comes to politics. So I want to tell him thank you, and I also want to call on the people of Bon to remember number 6 to vote on Johnny P. Our next senator comes October 10th.
Did you register in Bon County?
I registered in Bon County. I got my weapon with me.
And which weapon is a voting card, eh?
Yes, my weapon. That's my weapon.
Okay. Thanks again. What's your name again?
My name is Grace Ure.
Grace, thank you. Let's go to Lomax as a close-up. You heard the guys. I'll give you 5 minutes to respond. Then my guests will come in. Big Sam is here. He's a CDC candidate in district number 2.
Thank you very much to all of the callers. 2 of the callers from Uyikola district said that I should mention some of Honorable Kafia's unfinished projects. Mm-hmm. I said for the time, I will just mention 2. There's a youth center in Batala there, unfinished. Another youth center in Swakoko, around the Swakoko market. It has been there. In fact, it's overwhelmed with grass. He has just gone off recently. He painted with wash, and it's that has been there since 12 years now. In terms of someone is saying that I should state Johnny Pay's relationship with the media. Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know who you ask, but for me, I have seen him. I have been opportune to cover him as a journalist, like other journalists in the county do. So I think the relationship that other politicians have with journalists in the county, I think he has that relationship. I want to appreciate all of the callers, but Jala, in earnest, this is my own frank analysis, and after October 10, you will appreciate me because I've always done this. I'm renowned for doing this. And I repeat, the odds favor Johnny Pay for the Senate. Electoral District 1 is undecided. Electoral District 2, James Kohler is going out.
James Kohler, the man who won the by-election.
James Kohler will be, the odds are against him to be Bon County's shortest serving law maker.
When he was elected?
2021, the by-election. So he has just served one year, 7 or 6 months. But no person has served for that spell in Bon. But he has the vice president fighting him. He has all the stakeholders in Bon fighting him.
Why are they fighting him when you know that?
He is pushing divisive politics. He has gone public insulting the vice president. He has gone public insulting Honorable Moi. He has gone public insulting Johnny Pay in terms of saying cautioning the people of Bon County to not elect quote unquote foreigners. So these people have selected people to like the vice president is very blunt in saying that she will make sure that he James doesn't get re-elected.
Wow.
District 3, I still think that it's 50-50. 50-50. I don't think if based on how Honorable plays his game in the Senate,
he might be retained.
he might be with him. But if he announces support for Edward Kafia against Johnny Kwe, he may not.
But he might do a co-valet. He may not say that.
Onroko doesn't do things covertly. He's flamboyant.
So if he does that in favor of Johnny, he will win the election.
I don't see it possible.
Wow.
I don't see it possible. District 4, Jonah Tupa, I will give him the edge. Jonah Tupa. District 5 is still undecided. Like I told you, the multiplicity of all of the candidates there are 23. District 6 is William Thompson versus Moeman Briggs Mensa. District 7, I will give the nod to Fule Famula. And for the Senate, when chicken were, we predicted for Moin in a player. We predicted for James Cole. We predicted for Rawa Umwe. Mark this date or Jara. October 11. All of the writings are on the wall. The possibility of Edward Kafia becoming a formal law maker is clearing. Trust me.
Selma Lomax. An analysis from Selma Lomax, a Liberian journalist working for FrontPageAfrica. Let me say good afternoon to my friend Joe Washington. Buddy, how you doing this afternoon? Are you saying Bon County or in Monrovia? Next, my guest is Honorable Koklo Esbavo, CK Big Sam. Then he walks in studio with his team of supporters. He's a CDC candidate for district number 2, Monserrado County. People tell how you this afternoon, my friend and brother. We're in Lac. Manager of the Lac radio station there. I'm playing this Lomax son. The name Coco means it comes from Lofa County. And that's how I welcome you on the show. Better Bestman, I'm told you are in Monrovia. Better Bestman, visiting from UK Park City in Nima County. All my friends in Lofa will say welcome. Radio DMP Law, Radio Makona, relaying this program right in Foya District. Radio Someone in Sanakoli in Nima County also relays it. Radio Top FM in that's in Granjida relays this program. Radio Harper is relaying, and Radio Grand Crew is also relaying. 7 other radio stations owned and operated by ELBC are also relaying this program. President George Mane Bagugba Opon is visiting Bomi County, and our current ambassador Dr. George Opon Mane Bagugba Sekoze for the Kron Jirate Tanotapewia is in Bomi County in continuation of his visitation during the campaign. Now, I said to you earlier in my introductory comments that I'm going to be hosting Mr. Okay, thank you for that. He's called Mr. Let me get it right. Koklo S. Boava, I call him Big Sam. He is a young man who has gotten the blessing of the president of Liberia to represent the people of District Number 2 after he was favored by the Congress. The primary committee, who emerged as a winner of the primary. He's here with 2 of his fellows who have come to give him support in studio. Reverend Dr. Molbaze Kova, political advisor, is here. Welcome, sir. Welcome, just press that button just before you to turn it red. Okay, welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Also here is Honorable as a PRO team, Baba Dixon S. Store. Welcome, Dixon. How are you?
Thanks so much.
Let's start with the honorable representative in Witten. How are you, my brother? What happened with the leg?
First of all, I would say good afternoon to the people of District Number 2, the peace-loving people of District Number 2. Good afternoon to our beloved President and our standing bearer, His Excellency Dr. George Mane Tanu Bagugbe. I gave him Tanu the day he came to Vixie Ox, or the day he came for a tour in the district, and the Tanu me in Loma and me Tanu. Let me say good afternoon to the Muslims community, good afternoon to the Christian community, good afternoon to all of our supporters, all of our party hierarchies, good afternoon to the national chairman of the Mountain Coalition for Democratic Change, His Excellency Honorable Morobake Moru. Good afternoon to the district leadership. Good afternoon to our zonal heads, this backbone behind the party in the district, and good afternoon to every other resident of District Number 2.
Let me say welcome to Dr. Molbaze Kova. How are you?
You are welcome.
You are the political advisor.
Sure.
What are you advising the honorable man on?
The advices are political in nature. That is, many people don't know that when a candidate take over the airwave, there are some things that they are restricted not to say. If they say it, it will take them out of track. So we've been giving those advices, telling our candidate to be specific on selling themselves rather than going after other candidates. Other candidates are not his enemies. Those that are to be his entourage, they should be the electorates. The electorate should be our focus, not to go and lash at other people. And also to sell himself in that those things that he have been doing, he got to let the district know that these are the tangibles that I have, and these are the experience that I have that will foster his position whenever he gets in the house there.
Okay, yes. Let me go to the PRO, Mr. Dixon Esdo. What is your role in your campaign?
Thank you, Mr. Jeffrey. Firstly, we want to say a very big thank you to our listening audience. For the role of the PRO from Team Pofo actually is to execute the functions of our working with our honorable for the past 2 to 3 years in the district. Getting to where we are today, we're seeing the numbers of people that is joining our team coming on board. Their key aim and objective is to know what we have done, where we are, and what our aim and objective, our vision and mission for the district, what prompted Mr. Beaufort being an entrepreneur and a businessman coming in to contest, having such huge investment that can enrich his entire family, leaving it to get into politics. And we've been telling
Let's come closer to the microphone. Yeah.
Yes, so like I said previously, it is our aim and objective to market Mr. Beaufort in the favorite area of our district from all angles, from the slum, from our 15 major communities, telling the people who is Kolu Beaufort, what Kolu Beaufort, and what he stands for. That's our major aim and objective.
Let me come to the candidate himself. What have you bringing on the table? What are your platforms?
Let me say thank you again. You asked me one question, what happened with the legs?
Okay.
March 16 this year, I had a terrible accident.
Wow.
And which, of course, I want to be grateful to the Almighty God that today I'm alive. What we are
so
bringing,
sorry for that.
What we are bringing on the table here is we have seen in the district, in the action, people talk about development, but what brings development? We are saying in the action of four major things: peace, love, togetherness, and unity. In the action of those things, there will be no development. So what we have decided to do, if we are elected by our people, we firstly want to bring the Muslims and the Christians under one umbrella. We want to have some reconciliation in the district. And how are we going to do this? We are saying we should give the district back to the district people. And who are the district people? The district people are the two major religious people in the district, meaning the Muslims and the Christians. How are we going to do this? We are saying, first of all, it will become elected only as representative in the district. We are going to have a 3 signatory of our district account, which we will not be part of that signatory. We are going to take the chief imam of the district, which is Imam Sese, to be a signatory to the district account, and we are going to take Bishop Bima, who is the head of the pastoral network, to be a signatory to the district account. From there, we are going to take the coordinator who represents the party in the district to be a signatory, meaning we have signatory A, B, and C. Then from there, we are not just going to leave them like that. We are going to take all of the community chairs, the 50-some plus community in the district. We are going to take all of them, their chairman, as a board member on the district account, which I'm going to be a secretary on a board. And from there, in our office, we are saying in our office, out of 16, that if you win as a representative out of 16, we are only going to carry 4, which we want to be on record on that. We are going to give 6 to the Muslims, 6 to the Christian, and in that 6, you are going to take one disability people from there, because we want for the disabled people voice to be here district, in our decision making now in the district. When you do that, you will see that there will be some development. And in our 90 days, what we are going to do, we are going to go around to tell people thank you, and to have a game, a football game between the Muslims and the Christians in our reconciliation.
Let me read the question. What is it? You have brought all the good ideas of Muslim and Christian uniting them, but what other will say healthcare delivery is part of income, education, SYZ. I know that's a good relationship on the first with the Muslim and Christians, but in terms of what you have and lay out as your campaign message to the people,
this is why we are still learning. We are still learning, Mr. Griffey.
Okay.
After we have done that, because I told you in the action of love, peace, unity, and togetherness, you will not develop. So we want to first have that in the district. Next to that, now we are going to lobby with national government to end every other unfinished government project that is in the district, and whatsoever that we're supposed to do, the road project, the school. My incoming bossman or Sir Joseph said, I think you were there, he said at the government school that he's going to before next year the government school going to be finished. The field, the Jacotan field, and the road, the Negristan to the rehab road, the chicken farm, or Sinfrisi to chicken farm, the New Hope to Peace Island, and other roads like the way Johnsonville road looking there. We are anticipating other road and where that does not have covering to make sure that covering reach to the places, and other development that we can name in subsequent time in collaboration with our community chairs.
Now, I will come to you. Let me go to the political advisor. You are helping on a campaign team. What are you telling the people of the district? Because you have a city lawmaker who has been there for some time now. He knows they're working in the terrain, and as just your candidate is. But what are you doing to convince the people further that Jimmy Smith is not a person to be voted for, rather it should be your candidate?
In the first place, a political advisor supposed to make or do their own background investigation, their own homework, whenever they are to serve as a political advisor for any candidate. Because the political advisor is almost like the captain on the football field. If the team is defeated, then that political advisor obviously is defeated. It is based on the tangibles and the experience, working experience, the past experience of my candidate, that I feel proud even when I go out there to speak to people. First of all, he has a huge experience when it comes to financial management, and that have been proven over the years. He served the finance ministry, he served the LDEA, he served the Ministry of Justice as Controller General, and all of those places. There is not a day that people, talk about lapses in his functionaries. So I trusted him from that side, and also the tangibles that he has that I've seen. I'm even part of it. I'm one of the professor in his school, the Big Sam Academy International School System, where I don't want to dive too much in that. All of us as professors in our school are paid not less than $160 US per month, and from 4th grade to 12th grade, you get to know that all of the instructors are BSc and above. So these are things that when people doing, you will look at it and you will get to know, you will first have trust into the man that you want to sell. And these are the trusts. These are where the trust comes from. So I believe that he can deliver the goods.
Before I go to the PRO, I will come back to the candidate himself, and I will put the question the other way around. Now, what are you targeting? The district lacks so many things. And one of the things that some of the people I've spoke with during the time of the president's visitation to the district was, you have a road at Neglesan Road, Chekota Neglesan Road. That road has been abandoned for 2 years. People who go on that road every time they have tire problems, they have the second summer problem, and then there's nothing being done about that. That road lies in ruins as we speak. Many people thought you have highlighted that road situation when the president visited. If you did, I didn't hear that much, but if you did, fine. But what will be your first more priority if you are elected, when you are elected as representative?
Perhaps
in terms of development.
Perhaps you didn't listen to me, and I told you one of the things we are going to target the school and the road, the negative stand to rehab, the Sea to chicken farm, and the New Hope to Peace Island. We discuss and every other unfinished government projects that is not finished. We are going to lobby with national government to make sure that it be finished. And someone asked this question: what the equipment did that you want to do more than him, and what he did not do that you want to do? I will say the equipment went for sitting, and which I will do the sitting more than him. And the equipment, what he lost, well, he did not reconcile the district. He did not bring people together. He will lack of being friendly with the district people, with the people that he's saying he's representing.
He's not people-centered lawmaker.
He's not a people-centered lawmaker. The records are there, Jara. You live around the district. I believe you live in District 3. You are a neighbor of District 2. Do your survey. I can tell you for free. The name Jimmy can go for. Jimmy can tell. The name Jimmy. Market today, we are on ELBC, nationwide station. So if you are telling me what are some of the plans, we have seen the certain lawmaker where he has slipped. We have seen where he has slipped, and we that are anticipating of going there, we are not thinking of sleeping to go there. We are already make that correction. Mr. Griffin, we serve government for years. I serve the Ministry of Finance. I serve the Blood Drugs Enforcement Agency as a controller. I serve the Ministry of Justice as a controller. So we have been around the terrain for years. We have worked into government for years. So we have the experience and we have the lobbyistic means. And you cannot say you want to be a leader, then you are not homo. The Bible says it. The Bible says when you read the book of Proverbs, you say he rejects the proud and give grace to the homo. This is why our certain lawmaker will get paid. When you read Revelation 22:12, the Bible says, I come quickly and my reward are with me, and I will give to everyone according to their work. The work the certain lawmaker have done, it is the pay he will get. And you saw it in the primary that I was able to whip him 20 382 to 21 because it was the work that he did with the party. And
He didn't serve the party well.
he didn't serve the party well. He didn't serve the record. If you're going to serve the party well, what you do the party? Citizen is not looking at what you have. Citizen is looking at your work. Citizen is looking at your services. Citizen is not looking at the amount of money that you have. Citizen is above that now. Citizen is looking at your relationship with the party, your working relationship with the party, and the law of work that you are working with the district. This is why when we were applying for the primary, they told us we should bring a letter from our district, meaning the letter will be signed by the district coordinator and approved by the county leadership. That will show that you have been working with the party. That will show that you have been working with the district leadership.
Now, let me go to the PRO. We're looking at tangibility because it's based on tangibles you have there that will make the people elect you. Now, you are a media person. You are controlling the media aspect of his campaign. Tell us what, in terms of, because people want to say, this man did this one for us. He did it one we were voting because Jimmy Smith not doing it one there. So I want to sit back for a while and listen to you. What did you expect of Jimmy Smith that he did not do? That now this man is doing that you think he can be elected?
Firstly, I don't want to waste my energy on this attempt to propagate issues about Jimmy Smith, giving him relevant for which I have not come to the station for. Basically, the district people know the working and know the leader in person of Honokukuru as buffer. Let me start from the women empowerment and capacity building, which is part of our vision. Buffer right now has a vocational school within the district that take roughly close to 500 women learning in currently. I'm telling you currently. And then separate from that, he has a computer school that people who have roughly close to 96 plus male going there free of charge. You know this the country we find ourselves in nowadays where you are building a mind of the women and most especially about those youth as well. Let's come to his institution. Buffer is also the only candidate out of 9 in the district that have the highest employee with higher property value of 1.5 million within the district. Now, when we talk about personal scholarship, our institution has run for the past 3 years. And our total statistic just within the school is above 300 plus students like an offer scholarship to free of charge within the BCM Academy International School. Let's go to various institutions that you have a scholarship ranking from the University of Liberia and so on. And Buffer look at this thing and say, people coming to me based on what I have on a daily basis, they want this, they want that, they want that. My personal money I earn from my business or so cannot sustain everybody. So this is the reason why the people of the district thought it why they endorsed it and said, look, we want you to go into the process. Go there for the masses. And Buffer is out there for the masses. Let's talk about the issue about the road. We know that road connectivity in our district Bakugbe is the 100% giant that we believe in, and this is why we brought him on board the party ticket to help buttress his effort in allocating for those things that the district need. The district had its own personal issue, and those key things we identified was reconciliation. And Buffer knew that we from the Jikwatan Belt is dominated by the Muslim community. The first thing Buffer had thought on his plan to do if elected October 10 is to bring the Muslim and Christian together on one umbrella to control the district, and you cannot do without them. Looking at from St. Francis, from Lone Star, for those, if we do the statistics in the entire country, when Jakarta or district to have the highest amount of Muslims in the country. Buffer now work closely with the Muslim community. If you go to any imams or any Muslim in that district, will tell you that the number one thing you can count on, who always identify with them during the bad times and the good times, is Honokukuru as Buffer. Now, for the youth aspect, like I tell you, this man is employing roughly close to 160 person. Our present day, for a man to be employing 160 person is not an easy thing. His involvement when you go into the Mount Barkley, Buffer said that, look, this vocational school that I get cannot cover the entire district. If I'm elected, I want to decentralize it and have some in the Mount Barkley area that too many people are not struggling to go to school. We were in the rural community, the struggle of that road to get there. Too many people crying on the issue of the hospital aspect. That's true. We don't have good clinic in our district. We can't own Buffer. Why do we are pushing Buffer? If the district will elect Honokukuru as Buffer October 10, I tell you, in the next 100 days, with a connection with the president, international community, all American petitioner to develop a district and put it on chart, we will be one of the number one district when it comes to the Republic of Liberia. We don't want to talk about those people that have defeated and backslided and backbreak the party people. Buffer is a party person. He came from Lofa County. You know, Lofa people are homo people and they are kind of a free-handed people. And so there is no part of District 2 you will go, the workings of Buffer that you will not see it there. Can you imagine He had 150 plus employees, and every one of them are from District 2. You talk about a clinic in got in District 2. You talk about a vocational school in got in District 2. You talk about an international school that you have in District 2. It's one of a kind. Really popular, but it's counted in the best 3 schools. If he can bring such a quality education within that district, I can assure you, he can do far more. We talk about the public school that have been abandoned, that was built.
Which is the public school that?
The government school was trying to build in the district by the past government. That failed a point. Jimmy came there as well. Jimmy, we all thought that he would make a difference, but Jimmy said no. He cannot take that project. That project is above him, not going after because he's not in the interest of the people. So Prophet is saying that everybody cannot come to his international school. There's a need that we finish this school and he loved it with St. Joseph. And love our personal we are you are there and you are on the program. They have to show him after October 10 in the first school year, in next school year, they will do that school. And also the rules. Our people on a daily basis are coming with requests to Mr. Bufford that look, Bufford, these are the issues that we are facing with the district on a day-to-day basis.
There's a fellow called Elijah Livingston has been advocating for that role rehabilitation. I think there have been some big efforts being made by the Ministry of Public Works. Also, I leave some of the people there. But let me come to the question about the students you have. Do you think these people who are in his school and those who's helping women and men as well as boys and girls can actually he can translate them into real votes in his favor?
Let's talk about the private aspect of that area. There's no girl below 18 at the vocational school. For all the rural markets in the district and community we have been to, where people say the issues were women empowerment and capacity building, we created a network or team of team buffer have gone to the various aspect all over the district and get women on board and bring them there. And now I tell you, we have 500 plus women learning in various disciplines. Today, after the graduation, those same people will be capable enough to send their children to school to put food on the table. It's easy. Look, Buffer actually, I read a story about Buffer back when came from when he knew from Lofa Canton in Ima. His mother is there and tell us what she went through to make him a boy today was like turning those things from the finger to earn money. Yesterday back, library is not a library we got today where people will be looking up to the men to go here and there and come back. But for saying nothing that is very interesting in the ears of the women whoever we travel around, he said, Lord, if I'm later, I'm going to make sure in all possible ways that men will marry women on 300 instead of 49 because women are very important. And on our campaign team, I keep for women in our campaign team are women. You cannot underestimate the power of women in our district. I'm telling you, Mr. Griffey, the public is listening to all right now. The vocational school for BCM that you find in the district, when you reach to 3 o'clock, you see everybody on a red t-shirt rating only BCM.
Let me take this break. Yeah, let me take this break.
Yeah, okay.
These are the people from Maryland County. I mean, everybody County is selling. They are saying thank you to the president. Very shortly, we'll go to Tubmanburg. We are told the president will be speaking very shortly. Mr. Koklo Bava is a supporter to the president. He wants to listen to the president. And let's listen to this one. What if we have a campison?
We have our campaign song here now, but
when you launching it,
we are planning to launch our campaign song, and it will not be easy. You will be invited pretty soon. Let me just add on what the PRO was saying pertaining to the role and the number of people that have. Well, it will be 10 to vote. Mr. Griffey, when you look at the Make the Stand rule, you look at the Peace Island rule, you look at the Simplicity rule, I'm a beneficiary of that rule because my boss is running on that rule.
Yeah, I see your students also
and
going up down.
Students over there. So it is not only Make the Stand or rehab people who are beneficial, and it will lex the transportation of our people living over there. You know, you look at the road condition. You drive on that road 1-2 days, you know that you'll go into a garage. And studies average, you will not go there with local. So we actually lobby because we have that lobbyist means. And when you talk about people turning into vote is not about what you do for people, it's about your relationship with the people. You can give someone $1 million and you don't have good relationship with the person may not vote for you. And if the person don't see leadership ability in you, the person couldn't vote for you because vote is the person's secret. So we look at our relationship with our people. We know we are homo. That one, the records are there. We are people that can show up. Then when they tell you big shame, you know, I go to some places, people feel that as someone who big.
Yeah,
big Sam.
Big stomach.
With big stomach. But when I get that, people say, that is no boy. They call big Sam because our relationship. We are telling you, say, and I make that commitment to the president. We are saying, out of 61,000 plus registered voter, 61,570, if I'm mistaken, we are going to give 40 to 50,000 vote district to the president of the Republic of Liberia. District number 2. We are prepared. We don't want to be ungrateful to this president. We are looking at the Mount Barclay, the Junction V to Mount Barclay Road. We are looking at the Junction V Road. We are looking at various school fees being paid, hospital being built by this president. And we are saying, because the president has built a foundation, we don't want to have any other engineer. This engineer has built this house on this foundation. We want for the foundation for him to come and finish this house and design the house for us to go inside. So we are going to bring the president back. District number 2.
And I said earlier we interrupt the discussion to go to Bomi as soon as Mususali gives there's a signal for our OB will go to that. But let me come to the political advisor. Do you want to say something? I want to open the phone lines for people to call while we are with the president's statement to come in.
Yes, you were talking about whether we are able to make into those people that are in the various schools, like the vocational school, whether we are sure that they can make votes. It is glittering, and if one live in oblivion or in forgetfulness of the past, mistakes, that's the only way you will get stuck. I tell you, as a political advisor, when we get on programs, there are several things we take into consideration. Every political gathering has three major points. We are aware of that. We know that there are people who goes to the political gathering and they are bystanders. In other words, there are people who are undecided people. And in the political gathering, you also have people who are your loyalists. There are people who love you. There are also people who are not willing at all to vote for you. We understand that. But from the factual expression, gatherings that we go to, I qualify them 90 to 100%. That shows that the district is prepared to carry Honorable Koklo S. Bovo for this coming election. Thank you.
Thank you. As soon as Musu tells me that all is well, we'll go. Let me take a few calls while we are with the president. We'll be speaking to a cross section of Bomi citizens in the next few minutes. Musu, you just know ready, I think, so I can know. Babu. You live in this too? Okay. Mm-hmm. I just received that information. Is that yet authentic? I've seen a post and somebody from that group called me. I can't say that I'm two person reported dead, but that is not yet confirmed. And 3 in critical condition. Yeah. The next caller, welcome. Hello? 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 Yes, welcome.
Hello.
Hello, what?
JP calling from Mount Barclay.
Okay, Bishop Yapa can call back. Please call back. Go ahead, let's hear you.
So I want to tell my brother, Papa, thank you so much for taking out giant step to participate in the election. And I'm going to encourage all my people to leave Jacobtown and Ramsey Francis. That one of the least and most filtered districts you can find within Monserrato County. Here, a young man I need for the Ministry of Finance. He's very honest, humble. So I pray that God take it through so he can work along with the executive to lobby for those people that live in that district. And one good thing he said was to reconcile the districts. It has been an age-old problem. So with that reconciliation of the Christian and that of the Muslim, I think that's a great thing that that teaching that God has given for the community. So I'm reaching something, my brother. That God be with you.
Okay, Bishop Yapa, you can call back in the office of the Honorable Dr. Papa Chimas. Hello, welcome the next caller.
This is Abenigo Newton from Sophie.
From Sophie, welcome. You are in district number 10, right?
Yeah, this is number 10. Yaga district. Well, how we're BDS flat by Joseph Davis.
Okay, so what are you want to say?
I'm glad to be on your show. I'm glad to listen to your studio guest. I'm one of those who pushing the agenda for CEC to have more candidate at our house so that the president during his aspiration for the state can gain more fruit. And I'm a strong supporter and defender of CDC. So yes, I upgrade the establishment of the studio guest to be a studio to express on issues, and I pray that he sustain that district. Be a few from Thank you for the time.
Thank you. As soon as we get signal from our guys in Bomi County, where His Excellency Ambassador Dr. George Weah is, we'll bring this one to a halt and then go over to the president to make a statement to the people of Bomi County. Hello, welcome.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, welcome. Yes, welcome you live.
My name is James K. Moyala from Tupol Road.
Okay.
And once again, good afternoon to my boss, Studio, my daddy, Honorable Big Set, the next representation number 2. Thank you for the deliberation. And it is a glaring fact that the people of these two minds are made, Honorable Papa. This one is developmental gains and agenda for district number 2.
Okay.
So thank you.
Thank you so much. I saw a call coming from the Honorable Dr. Bishop Yapa, Chief of Staff in the Office of the Speaker of the House of Representatives. And you can call back Bishop. I will take your call. Hello, welcome. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, welcome. How are you?
Yeah, thank you, people. My name is Ron Swart, and I join you from my Lower Johnson Fair community to be precise in Kankanstan Community District 2.
Okay.
Yeah, Bill, thank you very much. You know, I think you been in our community around the Panfan community after Fountain of Life. And then we invited you, and you saw the huge welcome from the Kankanstan community dwellers. And I was one of the persons that were leading the Bible crowd at that time that even discussed that you are going to do recommendation for us to go to the party accountable. This is just one thing I wanted to say. You know, we have a town hall here. Town hall in 2017, the present lawmaker promised us to complete it, that honor that the town hall is on roofing level now, that he promised us to roof it and then finish it for all, and then he didn't do that. So we are appealing to you, Kankanstan community. We have a lot of sedition here. And then at one of we are intellectual movement that always educate people that will have an Atai center that will always preach the proper agenda. But we're making increase in Kankanstan community. We want you to do that.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Do you want to participate in the show? Hello? Oh, sorry for that. I think that caller was calling from something else.
President.
080514096, 080514096, 077056056. And that number, you only call that number when I'm on this radio. That's the only time you call that number. Any other time you call it, then you are on your own. 077056056. Do not call that number when I'm off the air. When I'm on, I use that sometimes to accommodate your calls. Please don't call that number. 077056056. Please don't call it after any of the shows I'm on here. Let me take this caller. Hello, welcome. Do you want to participate?
Yes.
What is your name, sir? Go ahead, let's hear you.
Yes.
Go ahead. Let me hear you. Are you there? Please make an intervention. We hear. Hello. Oh, I think he called me on those two numbers: 080514096, 0770560. That's a Lonsa line. Let me take this one for the orange phone. Hello, welcome.
Hello.
Yeah, you want to participate on the show?
Yeah.
What is your name? Call your name now and make your intervention quickly.
My name is Tobias Boya, calling from District 2.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I want to appreciate PCM for taking our district from nowhere to somewhere, and we pray to God that He continue.
Okay. Is that all you want to say?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so very kindly. Let me take the next caller from here. Hello? Hello?
Yeah,
You want to participate on the show? Let's hear you.
I want to thank you so much for this show. And I also want to appreciate our president of Liberia. So we are in waiting of him to speak to us. So I beg you, let everything be on post.
Okay. Thank you so much, yeah? It all goes well. You hear the president speaking to you from Bomi County very soon. Hello, welcome. This caller is here. Let's hear you.
Hello, Selma. My name is Matthew Suda, and I join you from Tapata, Nima County.
Tapeta, Nima County, welcome. You want to talk this to politics?
Well, Jala, I would like to say thank you. You know, moreover, your work pays you after. But then the overall of it is the re-election of President Weah. I'm grateful to the representative candidate there. You know, this is what we all are pushing for. That in Tapeta, Nima here, you see a huge, the youth are in kind of a huge high gear, you know, for the re-election. So we pray to God that this honorable man be successful, so that when they get in there, when the president pushing off this good development agenda, they will be able to support it. So thank you very much.
All right. Thanks for your conversation this afternoon. We're here with Big Sam. We're here with Big Sam. Okay. Okay, so Vasa, you can call. So this line, the 080514096 number. Please don't call it again. Call 070560560, or you call 0770560 or 086680373. We are expecting our correspondent, our executive management correspondent in Bomi County to call on this line. So don't call it. I want to know what else. Is that Vasta?
No. Yes.
Yeah, please.
Hello?
Yeah, please. I want to you guys to just leave that line and call these two numbers I'm calling, because we are expecting a call from our correspondent in Bomi County. But go ahead quickly and make your contribution.
This is Rapid to calling from Maryland County, People Talking District.
Maryland County, welcome to Monrovia.
Thank you. I want to thank the president for a well done job for the past 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to wish him a one-round victory.
Okay. All right. All right. Please don't call that number again. Call these two numbers I've just announced. Hello, welcome. Hello, welcome.
Yeah. How you doing, Mr. Christie?
Good afternoon. Welcome to the show.
Yeah. I'm a full-time working junior, and a phone from my co-founder residency starting Chigota.
Okay, let's hear you. Is that part of your district term?
My fact, I am the Secretary General of the Revolutionary Youth League Electoral District number 2. Let me say a very big to our incoming representatives. But Mr. Grateful, what I want the public to understand is that Honorable CNBC is a constitutionalist. When I first came across Mr. Speaker 3 years back, one of the things he did for us as citizens, where we were having so lot of confusion in the district, he tried to bring us back together. This is why you see today, you can see some of us, we are highly supportive because we believe in the institution and we love people who are institutionalists. Okay. All people say he hasn't done nothing. We know that he can do it. He hasn't done nothing. It's a administrator, you have a school where people go on a scholarship.
Thank you.
Or thwarted. Then he cannot do anything, we will see. Because
all right.
To have to debate the issue.
Thank you. You made your point. Others have to talk. I'm expecting a line. I said, don't call this number 080514096. Don't call that number. I'm expecting a call from our correspondent. Hello.
Yeah, how are you, sir?
Hello, welcome.
Yeah, I call it from the Cheverton Bell, district number 2.
Okay, let's hear you.
Okay, I want to tell Honorable Institute thank you. But I think those guys need business in this country. When the big Sam enter this district that he just want to be, by the way, he hijacked the position.
How did he hijack it?
He used his financial strength here at the center there
were you part of the primary? Were you part of the primary? What did he see you?
No, part of the primary.
But then why you say man hijack it?
I live in Jordan.
Are you part of the men's? Are you part of the CDC in the district?
I am part of the CDC because I'm a member. And let me inform you that we are not going to vote on party settlement in district number 2. This is a school that charging the people there exorbitant money.
Okay. Thank you. You made your point. Others have to talk. 080514096. The next caller is here. Hello, welcome. Let's hear you quickly.
Yeah, hello, sir.
Yeah, you're live on the show. Go ahead. You want to participate? Yeah, go ahead. Your name is what?
Mama Reese from District 2.
Mama Reese, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to tell Honorable that thank you for his elaboration. And
Mama, go ahead. You said it loud. Hello? Mama Reese, what's happening to your line?
yeah, we are going to vote for him. So I cannot win it. I want to see him. I already told the women about him. District 2, Lower Johnsonville.
Oh, okay. So you got a man number?
No, I get it no more.
So maybe before you leave here, they will call somebody number so they can call that number, yeah?
Okay, Baba.
Okay. Yeah, we say. All right, okay. 080514096. Don't call that number. I said I'm expecting our correspondent in Bomi County to call on that number to link her up so the president can speak to the line because he's in Bomi. He is visiting the third area now. Let me take this caller. Hello, welcome. You are on the show. Welcome. What's your name? You want to participate on the show? Your name is what? Agnes who?
William.
Agnes William, where do you call from?
I call from the talking belt.
Oh, you want to participate, right?
Yes, sir.
Please go ahead.
Okay. First of all, I want to say thank you to Mr. Buffett. He's the proprietor of our children's school.
Ah, okay.
Well, yes, he wish him well. Now, when I started to lie on him that he's charging too much, it's not so. When you have the bus fare, the uniform, PE, regular uniform, everything is within that school fee.
Okay.
Don't pay a dime for the bus. So I want to tell him, thank you. So I'm more than just go and let me lie, just want to spoil him.
Okay, Mama. You are a testament to what he does.
So vote him.
Okay.
With the help of God, we become victorious.
Thank you, Mama. That's a mother who lives in Soul Clinic. And she said that what the guy said is not true. The group of people from Waji County are saying to the president, thank you. Niswa Tato. Let me see where this Vasta. Hello? Oh, the person gone off. This is ELBC Radio 99.9 and all frequencies across Liberia. My name is Jala Greyfield. And the nations have the day. Remember Jala Greyfield chapter 1 verse 1. Let's talk and talk and talk and now shall we fight. Let me test this line again. Hello? No, I said don't call this number. So let's come back to BSM and his team. We have to go. But BSM, there are some projects in your district that were being undertaken by the former but representative Jimmy Smith. Have you identified any of those projects, and what are your plans to finish them if they do exist?
I think I told you, someone asked me the question, what are some of the things Jimmy have done that you want to do more than him? And what are some of the things that Jimmy did not do that you want to do? We said Jimmy went for section, and we are going to sit for section more than Jimmy. We are going to lobby with national government to finish every other unfinished project that's in district number 2. And for typical example, we understand we have visited all of our communities in the district.
Go ahead.
We have visited all of our community in the district. We have observed that our people need electricity, the last night, our Honorable Sir Joseph, we were discussing it. We understand that our people they suffer from water. Like when you go to City View,
in that sort of area, people have complained that called me over and over that meters are not be given them in darkness. I hope you have been.
Yes, I just left from there. That was the last area I just left the few days, and we are working on things. I went to Honorable Sir Joseph and I spoke to him, and we are working on things like the Crew Hill in Johnsonville, like other communities that we can name, that the Lee Hill in Johnsonville. We understand that the people are a Liberian. They are a taxpayer and they need to benefit from the tax, and which of course we all are. One of the things that we've been out of, and I believe this is my party coming here, Mr. Griffith, we are not just going to restrict the Muslim and the Christian thing in district number 2. We are saying we are going to carry as far as national level. When you look at the budget, we say Liberia is a religion. But we are saying now God should be represented in our budget, where we are going to have the religious council as an autonomous. We are going to lobby with our bill, because everyone that go into that capital building, if you are not a Muslim, you should be a Christian. So that guess what? Who will be the lead campaigner? We are going to lobby with our president to be the lead campaigner, because he is a pastor. So that is one of our plans that we are playing that we did not add up on national level.
Let me go to the PR, to the honorable advisor. They are coming in with the PRO. Sir, what do you got to say, Funder? All of the callers who call, I think they were just in support of your vision, that they support you, unlike the caller who said you bought your way through the party, who was debunked by that female who called from Soul Clinic. Sir, what's your parting comment?
Well, just to buttress the female that debunked the young man's statement, the Big Sam Academy International School System has a flat rate of school fees. For ABC up, they pay the same amount. I have not seen an institution in this country that is doing the same thing. I stand to be corrected. Besides that, I want to inform our electors in district number 2, a political advisor is almost like an AD care. I want to stand to take the bullet for Honorable Kokro S. Bovo. Whatsoever we have disenchanted any of them, more especially like the growing program, some of them complained they did not have water to drink, they did not eat, and what have you. We want to tell them we are very sorry. This is because when people are plenty, somewhere, somehow, somebody got to be disenchanted.
Okay, sir. Let me go to the PRO manager. That's the parts.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Griffey. I think we listened to our callers. Everybody is like main support for Mr. Buffer. He spoke lengthily on the issues about being elected, how I'm going to work with the Muslims and the Christian. And I'm telling you today, Mr. Buffer, I believe in him so much. And there's a saying that says the best predictor of future performance is the president past one. Looking at the level he has taken out his institution to, really, I tell you, a District 2 will turn out in the number for the first time ever CDC ever put out a rally of visit in the district on record to what they have shown. We want to plead to them. We say thanks so much. There's more on the way. We talk about the issue of launching our district campaign, and so we will get a lot of things.
When do you want to launch the campaign?
Sooner or later, the campaign team will come there and have a specific to be announced to the public, because right now we are in a political time. Everybody's like, each other back foot to full. But since the campaign has started, it is only Team Buffer, the CDC in District 2, that is carrying on massive engagements in the district by large. So we want to say to our people of District 2, President George Manuel Weah is on the ballot number 18. We as CDC, we have a one quota, vote CDC, vote one, vote all. Star Joseph is on ballot 3, and Kuri S. Buffer is on ballot number 1. On October 10, come out in the number from the slum, the school, the market, the motorcyclists, and the 50 plus community. District 2 is not only Jikota. We are focusing on District 2 to expand.
Thank you.
So I just want to end the last part that I'll talk about the issue of railroad and that Lower Johnsonville.
We have much time. Just quickly, in 30 seconds.
Okay. So to the people of railroad community and Lower Johnsonville, we've been with you people for a couple of times, and the main issue there is the electricity. But President, we are assure us that first the Jikota field we're going to turn into a brand new park, and we're going to work alongside with the president to amend all of his project across the district. Thank you, District 2. Thank you for area of voice, and thanks to ELBC as well. And thanks for Honorable S. Buffer, the Redeemer, the man that believe in reconciliation, peace, and justice.
Thank you. Jason S. Ado, PRO of Team Buffer, Reverend Dr. Malvazer Koa, political advisor. And Honorable Koglo S. Bavo, called Big Sam, living in the studio here. He's a CDC candidate in District number 2. And his supporters are saying 10 of them vote for you on that day. We'll let them have many of these engagements. He will go for the 2 major contenders in this district and have a main debates with them. Thanks to my producer, Double for Fana, who has him behind camera. And it's showing that we go live on Facebook. And the team brought here by Team Koklo. I don't know. She's also on social media. Have a good day. I'll join you tomorrow again for the Wednesday edition of the show. My name is Jalad Emmanuel Griffith III. And the nations have the J. Remember Jalad Griffith chapter 1 verse 1. Let's talk and talk and talk, and now shall we fight. Fighting shall never be our portion. Have a good day from Monrovia. I'll see you